Come to the gym with me for a back and biceps day at my college gym. Always start off with bent over rows. You kind of want to get into an RDL position with your back parallel to the ground. And when I pull the bar up, I always try to squeeze and hold at the top. We're just really trying to be slow and controlled, but still making sure to push till failure. And 3 sets of 8 reps for everything. And then we move on to lat pull downs. Before I start these, I always try to do a big lat stretch. And the same rules apply, slow and controlled. And when I say push till failure, this is what I mean. Push yourself until you are shaking. And even after that, I try to push for 1 or 2 more half reps. And oh my gosh, these have my arms feel like jello, but it just hurts so good. And then we're moving on to biceps. I like to sit when I do these and kind of lean back because I really like to feel the full stretch of my bicep. And as a girl, I used to be so scared of hitting upper body because I didn't want to get bulky or too big. But I started about 6 months ago and it's helped me in so many of my other workouts. And growing your back will give you that hourglass shape. And plus, it's just so fun. So if you're a girl and you're scared to do upper body, I feel you and I've been there, but it's nothing to be scared of. And a little tip, if one arm is stronger than the other, I always end with an extra rep on my left arm. And then the last thing we're doing is rear delts. And to be honest, I usually only do 2 sets of these because at this point my arms are dead. And then I ended with a little walking, and that was pretty much it. Bye guys. I really need to clean out my gym bag, so I'm gonna show you guys everything I keep in here as I clean it out. This bag is from Brandy, and mixed between all the gum wrappers, we do have some useful stuff. A cute little mini hairbrush. I actually don't use this that much because I always have my hair up. Usually my hair is in a slick back. We have my water bottle. I really like the ones with the lids that close. We have my straps, which I love. I actually might rely on these too much, and I was so scared to use them in the beginning of going to the gym. I was like, am I even lifting heavy enough to use them? I think straps are for everyone. They're basically just to help you with your grip, which is especially helpful on leg day. Your legs are definitely stronger than your hands. In my wallet, spray, hand sanitizer, a pack of gum. I usually drink coffee before the gym, so this is really helpful. We have 3 different lip products. I always have a lippy. A hair tie, this resistance band. I think I got this at a workout studio. I think we were using it during the class, but I'm actually not a big fan of these. I have a charger, but I'm not quite sure what this goes to. A little mini deodorant. I don't know if I've ever used this. This face spray. My friend got me this. It's supposed to like clean your face after you sweat a lot so that you're not like sitting in your sweaty, dirty skin. I'm not sure how it works, but it's kind of refreshing. Last thing in here is this little suction magnetic phone thing. I actually don't use this that much, and every time I do use it, it falls, so. And I don't have a MagSafe case. Last thing isn't in my bag, but these are my headphones. I got these as a gift a couple months ago. I like them for the noise cancellation, but I would not say they're the best gym headphones because this is so cushiony. They tend to slide off my face, and they're pretty heavy. And if you're hitting abs and you're upside down, they are always falling off. Sometimes I'll use my wires. I really don't need much at the gym. All I'd really say is water and some headphones and a positive mentality. That's pretty much it. Bye guys. Make lunch with me. Just came back from the gym, showered, I'm preheating the oven and defrosting some salmon. And I also think I'm gonna make some eggs. I'm so hungry. I hit quads, which I feel like always tires me out. I'm gonna put them there while I wait for the water to boil. I think I wanna use this plate. Look how pretty it is. I love picking out a fun plate because it just makes me very happy. It's the little things. While we're waiting for that, we're gonna cut up an avocado. I love avocado. I would eat avocado with anything. I would eat it plain, honestly. The real one, you might remember my avocado toast phase. I would have it for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's this one place back in my hometown, and when I went to visit, the guy who works there was like, wow, I'm surprised you didn't order the avocado toast. I still love it. I just realized that I need my other nutrients too. You should be getting your fats, your carbs, and your protein, and your other micronutrients. But that was something I didn't really know when I was starting my fitness journey. Like, the food you eat matters the most. Honestly, I'd say that's the most important part, because you could be going to the gym and lifting weights, but if you're not eating enough protein, you're not going to build muscle. You need your carbs as your energy source and fats to keep you healthy. Anyways, maybe if you guys want, I can make a video about things that I wish I knew before starting my fitness journey. The most important thing is make sure you're eating. I'm getting impatient. I'm eating some chicken while I wait. The eggs are done. Put them in their bath. We're also gonna make a little cottage cheese bowl. Cottage cheese sauce, some Trader Joe's ranch seasoning. This stuff is insane, addicting. There's like none left. I think I have another one though. Anyways, it's gonna be really yummy. Forgot I had tomato. And I'm also having some mint tea and my ladybug mug. This part of my lunch is done. It's kind of like an ingredient plate, but I'm just waiting for the salmon to be finished. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be very patient and not eat this. I'm gonna wait for the salmon. I'm gonna wait. While we wait, I'm gonna light a candle. The salmon low-key smells. This is sandalwood jasmine. Ooh, I love sandalwood scented stuff. Everything is ready. I'm so excited. My little cottage cheese bowl, ingredient plate, and my salmon. Don't mind how it looks. I took it out because I thought it was done. And I was like, I don't think this is done. And then I put it back in, but I already like cut it all up. So it doesn't look too cute, but it's gonna taste good. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go eat this now. Bye guys. Come to the gym with me for a back and biceps day. I always start by stretching, and I love doing dead hangs too. These feel so good, especially for my shoulders. And the first exercise we're doing is bent over rows. I did these on the Smith machine for a little more stability. Really trying to focus on quality over quantity. And then we moved on to lat pull downs. And I tried to push myself the hardest in these, focusing on being very slow and controlled. And I was shaking, I was dying. By the time we moved on to bicep curls, I was drenched in sweat, but we pushed through anyway. If you can't tell, I'm genuinely fighting for my life in these. Then an older man approached me, so I just randomly walked over here because it was the closest thing. But we did some assisted pull-ups to finish off with. And then this gym has a posing room, so I went in there, checked myself out. That's pretty much it. Bye, guys. Come to the gym with me for some abs and cardio. We're starting off with a weighted ab circuit. You can either do it with a plate or a kettlebell or nothing, depending how much weight you want to do. And I'm not sure what to call these. I'm gonna call them in and out. But you bring the weight to your knees and then bring it down slowly. The hardest part is keeping it controlled, but that's the most important. And I usually try to do 12 reps of these, trying to push till failure. These are my favorite out of the whole circuit, so I really try to focus the most on them. Then I bring the weight down above my head and I do these leg lifts. I usually do around 8 because we're gonna do hanging leg lifts later. And your abs should be on fire by now. But we push through and we're finishing the circuit with these sit-ups. I try to keep the weight above my head, trying to control the sit-up instead of using momentum. And I usually do about 5 of these. And then repeat 3 times. And on to the next exercise. This one has to be my absolute favorite for abs. I kind of cut myself out of the frame, but they're hanging leg raises. Shoot your legs up, trying to touch your toes to the bar. And make sure to come down slowly. And try to stabilize yourself so you're not swinging. These hurt so good. But my hands usually give up before my abs do. So I go down to my elbows and I do these weighted leg lifts. And it's so hard, but you have to control the weight and not go too fast. And then once those get too hard, I drop the weight and I just do body weight. And these have me fighting for my life. And I don't always do this, but I went over to the crunch machine. And I never really know if I'm doing this one right, but it definitely hurts, so I know I'm doing something. And I always like to throw in some type of pull-up at the end because we're getting so close to being able to do one. So I just did some assisted pull-ups. I finished off with an hour on the stairs. I usually edit videos on the stairs and it goes by so quick, but I'm definitely drenched in sweat by the end. Okay, that's it. Bye, guys. Get dressed with me. We're going to the gym today. Ready? 3, 2. These shorts are from Free People. The sports bra, we're gonna need one with an open back. This is the sports bra. It's from Princess Polly. Quick flex. I actually don't really know how to flex my back, I'm not gonna lie. It's always just like a guess and check type of moment, but I wanna wear pink with this. I just got this tank top at Brandy. So freaking cute. Okay, actually I changed my mind. We're gonna wear this little wrap top because it's kind of windy out today. It's just a little cozier. Feeling very Pilates princess core right now. Little do they know we're lifting. I kind of don't feel like putting my hair up right now. I might just leave it down. I used to always do a slick back because my hair would piss me off, but I've kind of just been like letting it piss me off and doing messy buns. That's pretty much it. This is the gym outfit. We're gonna kill it. Hope everyone has an amazing day. I love you guys. Bye. Come to the gym with me for a glute focused leg day. I start off with a 10-minute walk to mentally prepare myself. Then I do some dynamic stretching. I always feel so silly doing these, but it helps. I go over to the hip thrust machine. And my biggest tip for these is to keep your core tight, because if you don't, it's gonna really end up hurting your lower back. And that is not what we want. We just want some juicy glute. I try to go slow on the way down and shoot up. And I do about 8 reps of everything, pushing till failure. And I rest for about 2 minutes in between each set. And then we get right back into it. After you do 3 sets of those, we move on to RDLs. And I like to use straps for these because I do not have very good grip strength. And I feel like the form on these are the hardest. You want to keep your knees bent and like push your butt outwards. I honestly don't really know what. I would just recommend watching TikToks on how to do it right. We're doing Bulgarian split squats. I start by warming up with body weight. On the way down, I try to turn a little into my working leg so it's more glute focused. And make sure your knee doesn't go over your toe. You want to keep your shin straight and hinge your upper body forward so that it's more glute focused. And these have me dying. I cannot walk. And then the last exercise, we're doing hip abductors. I try to lean forward while I do these so I feel it in my upper glutes. But I also do some while I'm holding the back of the chair. I don't really know. And then I finish off doing an hour on the stairs. And this is where I edit videos and really just have time to think for myself, so it goes by quicker than you think. That's pretty much it. Bye, guys. Gym vlog. Today's back and biceps. What can make me feel like we're gonna kill it? So busy in there that I didn't end up filming. So come to the gym without me. But I've also noticed, so I have a tendency to get distracted very easily. But I think that's why I love the gym so much. So at least if I'm distracted in the gym, like I'm walking, like lifting or something else, but I've realized that's just how my brain works. So to be able to work with it and use it to my advantage, it's like a superpower. Then I'm walking on the treadmill and I forget I'm even walking because I'm scrolling on my phone. I'm all showered and I just chefed up the most beautiful meal. Actually, I didn't really do anything. Everything was already prepped in my fridge, but I'm really excited. I love shrimp. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna go enjoy this now. Come to the gym with me for abs and cardio. We started with 30 minutes on the stairs. I've not done this in a hot minute and I was definitely sweaty, but it felt really good. For abs, I stretched my shoulders out a little and I did in and out. I don't actually know what these are called, but I'm just gonna call them that. I've been really focusing on going super duper slow. I'm trying to keep my back flat on the ground and working on flexing my abs the right way. I've been really focusing on quality over quantity. And then after that, I do a side plank on each side for about a minute. Or if you're feeling the challenge, you can put a weight on your hips so you can make it a little harder. But I was really just trying to focus on my breath and staying controlled. And I really like these because they're my favorite way to target my obliques, but they're also really good for your shoulders, hips, and glutes. So it's like the best of all worlds. After our gym session, I decided to treat myself and get some sushi, and I took a nice long walk on the beach. That's pretty much it. Bye, guys. Come to the gym with me for a juicy quad day. Do not forget to stretch and mentally prepare yourself because the first exercise we're doing is squats. I try to go as low as I can, getting a deep stretch, making sure to push till failure, and I try to get 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Now into leg extensions. My camera would not stay. The second time's the charm. These are my favorite and also my least favorite. You can tell by my face they really push me, but I love them so much because they really target your quads. Oh, and there's my camera again. Last exercise is leg press. And I don't know if this is just because I'm 5'2", but I can never find a place to put my hands. But we make it work anyway. It's okay. I really like these because they really stabilize my back, which makes me a lot less scared to go heavy. And now that my quads are on fire, I ended with some abs. I did some decline sit-ups with a weight, and I like to go extremely slow on these. We're really working every single ab, but especially for abs, I really try to focus on the mind to muscle connection and making sure I'm fully extending and fully crunching because I really want the full range of motion. And once I can't go anymore, I put the weight down and I do them unweighted. Definitely hurts, but it's so good. I ended with some walking, but that was pretty much it. Bye, guys. Hello guys, this is today's lunch. I made some soft-boiled eggs. You can't really see them, but they're so delicious. This is my favorite thing ever. And then with that, I used to do this all the time, just rediscovered it. Put Trader Joe's ranch seasoning in my cottage cheese. It tastes so good. I also have a Japanese sweet potato with half an avocado. In my ladybug mug, we have some peppermint tea. And I also have some yogurt and a cut up apple for a little snack. Okay, I need to show you guys what I'm having for dessert. These are my favorite. They're these little cinnamon rolls from Legendary Foods. They're like protein cinnamon rolls. I just put it in the microwave for 20 seconds. They are so good. I like to have it with yogurt. If you could smell this right now, it's like insane. Ah! So freaking delicious. But that's pretty much it. Bye!